Hey everybody, welcome. Randy here, Nerds Templar. This is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI Challenge, League, Season 0. This is set number 13, the beginning of the third of 4 weeks that'll put us to the very end of everything, including the finals, playoffs, and finals. So, yes, this is actually the official just over halfway point, you could say. So here's our schedule, our standings, that is, first going in. In Team Mario, we've got Kirby and Peach at 8-3. Kirby has beaten Peach in their first head-to-head matchup. We got Yoshi, Link, and Mario at 7-4. Donkey Kong and Zelda, Donkey Kong at 6-5. Zelda at 5-5, coming off her second bye last set. And Donkey Kong has the bye this set. Then we've got Luigi at 5-6, and Sheik and Diddy at 3-8, and Toon Link at 1-10. Sheik and Diddy still have a very, very slight chance here, maybe, to make the playoffs. After everyone will play 20 matches within 22 sets here. So, yeah. So I think Toon Link is probably out with 10 losses there already. Half the matches lost already after only 11 of 20. Team baddies, then, we have Bowser at 10-1, King Dedede at 7-4, Mewtwo and Wolf at 6-4, Ganondorf is 6-5, Wario is 5-5, Snake is 2-8, and Meta Knight is 1-10. And the team baddies in Team Universe will be facing off in their last round of bye match. Well, the last set where they also have byes, so it'll only be half of them again, half from each, playing interdivisional matchups. And then after today, there will be 2 more sets of interdivisional play with them all playing, no buys between them. And then they will be back to their final division matchups, as Team Mario and Team Nintendo are now continuing in their second match that's in the second half of their division play. So anyway, Captain Falcon then and Team Nintendo is the head of that one, 9-2. Rob is 7-4 along with Ness. And we got Mr. Game & Watch at 6-4 coming off his bye. Falco, Fox, Lucas, and Ice Climbers all at 6-5 right now. Ice Climbers falling very far because of that. All of the things that happened last set. Samus at 3-8. Zero Suit Samus at 2-9 along with Sonic. Then in Team Universe, we've got Ike at 10-1 losing his first match last set to Ganondorf. Pokemon Trainer at 7-4. Lucario at 5-5. Jigglypuff at 5-6, Olimar at 4-6, Pikachu at 4-7, Pit and Marth both at 3-7. And so again, they have a few more buys left in each division, 4 more in each division left to do, and then they will be all done, all have the same amount of matches for the duration of the season 0 here. So that's where things are. Now here is the schedule for today. In the first half here, we have Luigi versus Sheik, 5-6 Luigi beating the 3-8 Sheik the first time around. Then interdivisional Snake versus Olimar, 2-8 versus a 4-6. Then we've got Fox versus Zero Suit Samus, 6-5 Fox beating the 2-9 Zero Suit last time. Pit versus Mewtwo, 3-7 versus a 6-4. Then we got Toon Link at 1-10 going up against Yoshi at 7-4, who beat Toon Link the last time. Toon Link's one win against Peach though. Marth versus Wario, 3-7 versus a 5-5 interdivisional. And then finally Sonic versus Samus. Samus beating Sonic the first time around. That's 2-9 Sonic, 3-8 Samus. Our second half of matches, we're starting off with Diddy versus Mario. That's actually the best we could do for the seventh best match, I guess. 3-8 Diddy versus the 7-4 Mario, who beat him the last time. Then, though, our next 6 are all pretty awesome. 6-5 Lucas versus the 7-4 Ness, who beat him the last time. Only one match separating them. Got the 5-5 Zelda versus the 8-3 Peach at the very top, who beat Zelda the first time, of course. Not really, of course, but that did happen. Rob going up against Game & Watch. Rob won the first time around. 7-4 versus 6-4 there, as Game & Watch comes off his bye. And then we've got Wolf versus Lucario in the last interdivisional. Moved that one down a little further in the set here. 6-4 versus a 5-5. Important for both of those 6-4 Wolf and the 5-5 Lucario to win their matches here. Both of the actually Lucario in 3rd at 5-5, Wolf in 4th at 6-4 in their respective divisions. Falco versus Captain Falcon will be our last Team Nintendo matchup. 6-5 Falco, 9-2 Captain Falcon winning their last bout. And finally, the 8-3 Kirby is actually the top of Team Mario, not Peach, because he beat Peach in the head-to-head, versus Link at 7-4, who beat Kirby the first time around. So, could Link end up back at the top with Kirby and Peach, or does Peach pull ahead again to the top by herself? We shall see at the end. Donkey Kong's on a bye, Ice Climbers are on a bye, Bowser, Dedede, Ganon, Meta Knight, all on byes for Team Baddies, and Ike, Pokemon Trainer, Jigglypuff, and Pikachu on byes for Team Universe. So let us begin. Round 1. Luigi. Voices. Sheik. And you know what? We're going to do one more round since this is our last round of only 14 matches instead of 18, the normal 18. Let's do one more round of tertiary skin use. So that would be the orange Luigi, and that would be our gray and red Sheik. Let's do it! So Luigi 5 and 6, Sheik 3 and 8. Luigi winning the first time around. Both of them need this one. This would put Luigi, of course, back to 6 and 6. Back to that 500 spot. A decent spot to be after 12 matches. Out of 20, though, so, you know, at this point, you have to kind of start getting above that. Just above that will do, though, I think is where we saw at the playoffs. And so this is set 13. After set 15, after we're done with set 15's video, at the end of it, we will look at the playoff spots one more time. And in fact, maybe after set 15, maybe every set, maybe every other set, we'll look at that so everyone knows what is happening. Keep you up to date as we get to the very end here of the regular season. Sheik, of course, needs to basically win out to have any chance to make the playoffs at this point, I would say. Only really lose maybe 1 or 2. That's about it. Oh man, Sheik quickly falling off the map in this one, though. Not good. Luigi, a pretty tough opponent, proving himself to be pretty tough. Sitting pretty cleanly there in that 500, around that 500 spot. Around that middle spot with Donkey Kong and Zelda there as well. Sheik slowly falling down to that point where Toon Link is. Well, Diddy climbing out of the terrible point where Toon Link was, and Diddy. Sheik slowly falling down to that point. 3 wins between for Sheik and Diddy both. 1 for Toon Link. At the very bottom of this division, nothing from the explosion. A lot of damage. Oh, the Keldeo for Sheik. That'll help a little bit. Start evening things out, perhaps, if you can get a couple more hits. One more hit on Luigi there, maybe another, and maybe one more. Nope, missed the last one. Oh, there was one more in there. Does miss that one as well, though. But that does almost tie things up here, 78 to 107 on their second stocks. Keldeo always good for that. Ditto for Luigi. I'm pretty sure I would say Keldeo is the best Pokemon you can grab. Victini is up there, of course, because it's pretty much almost gonna always hit that final smash. And that is Luigi knocking Sheik out once more here. 1 stock left on her. I believe that is, it must be Sheik's Mimikyu, though. Luigi avoiding it nicely. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was impressive there. He somehow managed, that one was basically him getting knocked away from it. And Mimikyu gone, Alolan Raichu for Sheik, but Luigi avoiding the Mimikyu, which is also really high up there, I would say. Kind of Pokeball you can grab. The only thing with that is you need to have higher percent for it to get the knockout. Kind of the same with Keldeo. You gotta have a little bit, but it has so many strikes and it's so easy to hit it. It has such an easy time hitting its target, I should say. Scissor would be another really good one. Does not have a hard time hitting its target and does massive damage, as you see there. Whew. Wow. So Luigi did get knocked out one more time. It doesn't really matter. Scissor finishing things for him. And Luigi, I think he might be in a little streak here, perhaps. No, he did lose to Link in set 11, so yeah, and Yoshi before that. But other than that, actually, he was on, he had 3 wins before that, and just 1 last time as well. So, going well for him again, 6-6 now. Happy place to be at the moment, at least. And really, you know, you're not too far behind the rest of them at the 3-7-4s, the 2-8-3s that are at the very top. Still have yet to play them, of course. Again, now we have first interdivisional here, Snake. Again, these guys are finishing up their last non-bye match here. These are all the ones that have yet to have their second bye for the small divisions. Olimar. Snake. Oli doesn't really have a third one, I guess. I don't even know what we used. Maybe we just, I don't know. Go back with the white one, I guess. 2-8 versus a 4-6. It's a kind of a meh, but Olimar can actually maybe you know, he has some playoff potential still here. Perhaps moving himself to 5-6, which is fine because he can almost then hit that 6-6 point. He already has both of his buys in, which is why he's fighting today. And then interdivisional, no previous matchups between these two, of course. Snake at 2-8. Not going to be easy for him, but again, he's kind of like in Sheik's position at 3-8. Well, now 3-9 for Sheik, so she's basically done. But Snake, I suppose, does still have a small chance here. Very small. Tough division there. When he goes back into that, who knows if he's going to pick up any wins. Does have the win over Ike, which is... Oh, not Ike, I'm sorry. He does have a win over somebody, though. I'm pretty sure that was impressive. Maybe it was during the interdivisional here, though. And perhaps it wasn't that impressive. Yeah, it looks like maybe Marth was the only one he did beat, so never mind. He is in the lead here, though. Tons of damage on his first stock, but he has already knocked Olimar off once. Ganon for him. He's stacking up a lot of damage here on Olimar's second stock while he's remaining on his first. Subupa, along with the Togedemaru, that could have been bad. Fall into that. Oh man, one of those upward facing rocket launchers, those are painful. Olimar stays on the map though, 181 to 104 in the percentage. Snake also, never mind, there he goes. Olimar finally getting that first one off. Not much of a tie right here though. Snake can quickly make this an entire stock match difference here. Unless he just takes a ton of damage here from Olimar himself. 2 Pokeballs lying there waiting. Olimar has one. It's a Meowth. And he's got a Metagross. And he's got an Oshawott. All of it missing Snake. 34 to 134. 2 stock each. And nope. Olimar stays on again here. 147. Not looking good for him, but hey. He is the higher record still here, so see if he can prove it. 55 to 53, slowly bringing Snake into knockoutable range with the Go-Goat now. Playing some edge game. And a Zoroark for Olimar. Grabs Snake, that's over 120, 130, 138%. He is out of here. And Olimar takes the lead. One stock up, 161% on him. Ew, he's still on. Throwing Pikmin like crazy. Makes it back up. Beware. Takes Olimar out. And oh no, Snake also with the Beware and the Solgaleo now. Wait a second. Yeah, I think Solgaleo was hitting Snake, but I don't know how Olimar got that, unless it was right before he got hit by... No, he was off the map. I'm not sure. Either way, he almost got eliminated again by Beware, but just barely hung on there. That was pretty crazy. Snake ahead again. Olimar has to really be careful here. Can he bring it back once more? Xerneas buff for Snake. Oh no. The drop kick, I think, happened right before the Xerneas buff kicked in, and Snake fell too far off the map. Oh my goodness. Olimar wins. That's crazy. What a crazy way to end that one. Snake, what? That's too bad, because I don't know. I didn't feel like he was that far off the map that he couldn't come back up, but he didn't make it, so GG. 11 to 12 in items. Wow. That's a good one. Olimar, I think, had the 12 there, yeah. So he moves to 5 and 6, and he is alive and well enough in the playoff run. Snake 2 and 9. No, he's probably done now. We've got Fox, Team Nintendo, Zero Suit Samus. All right. Let's do it! And this is 6 and 5 Fox, who beat the 2 and 9 Zero Suit Samus the last time around. Two pretty fast, probably evenly fast opponents here. Combatants. They're zipping around the map here. Could see a quick one, could even see a long match because of this. You can see quick ones in things like Ike versus Ganondorf. That was a quick one because they're just two heavy hitters. And then there's a Victini right off the bat for Fox. So Zero Suit Samus immediately with the worst luck possible. Victini, I'm pretty, yeah, I guess I'm pretty almost convinced that Victini's the second best Pokeball you can get after Keldeo. There might be a couple others I'm missing. Zoroark is like right on the same, or about the same, in my opinion, as Mimikyu. It'll do the job for you as long as the percent is enough. They're both definitely up there. Kyogre, Solgaleo, both so hard to avoid. Lunala would be almost up there with those two as well, but I feel like Kyogre and Solgaleo are just a little better. If you're wondering, my humble opinion. It's not necessarily just opinion, kind of like my observations, really. There's slight data behind it instead of just feelings. So, you know, objective versus subjective. Talk about that a lot on this channel. Maybe other places than our Super Smash Bros. Stuff. So anyway. Samus, yeah, off to that bad start, but I mean, kind of hanging in there on this second stock. Got Fox up to 129. Mew doing nothing. Ooh, Samus takes Fox out though. 96%. Can she bring this slightly back to even and make it a match? Nope, maybe not. She gets knocked out there. It is an entire stock up for Fox right now, and Samus is a Zero Suit Samus, of course. Pretty much also already out of this at the 2 and 9 spot there. Not looking good. Again, of course, everyone's going to have 20 matches, so you hit 10 losses. The best you can do then, even if you would win out at whatever point is 10-10, that is probably not going to get you into the playoffs. 11-9 might, though. It just might. Zoroark, there he is, finishing things off for us here. No chance. Start racking up that percent. Zoroark will put on like 40% plus himself. You can attack while he's doing it, just like the Mimikyu. It's basically GG once he gets ya. 238 match. Only the one knockout for Samus there. Not great. 12-2 in items for Fox. Also not great for Samus. And yeah, Fox did win the last matchup as well again, and so did Luigi. So both Luigi and Fox winning twice now against their respective opponents, Sheik and Zero Suit Samus, as we move to our second of the interdivisional of 4 interdivisionals already here, and go zip through 3 of the 4 of these real quick. Pit, because they're not the greatest of matchups. Pit versus Mewtwo, though, isn't terrible. We shall see. If Pit can do something. 3-7. 4-7 is still manageable. The 6-4 Mewtwo definitely needs to make a move here as well if he wants to stay at the top of this division, as he's contending with Wolf, also at 6-4. Ganondorf at 6-5, who just beat Ike. And Wario at 5-5, see what he does today. He also moves to the 6-5 point, and again, that would be even if Mewtwo's at 7-4. It's right behind him. One match behind him. So yeah, Team Baddie is actually extremely, other than Bowser at 10-1, and Meta Knight at 1-10, and Snake at 2-9 now. Everyone else is pretty much right in there with each other. Dedede 7-4, Mewtwo 6-4, Wolf 6-4, Ganondorf 6-5, Wario 5-5. Pit out once. Tapu Koko, extremely useful as well. Definitely, obviously, the best electric Pokemon you can get. Not that Dedede and Togedemaru were bad, but yes, that Tapu Koko covers so much. In Lunala, there is that legendary as well, taking out Mewtwo, the other legendary. And we are tied up here. Pokemon battle. Pit hopping off Mewtwo's head with that Pokeball. Grabs the Bellossom, I believe is his. And the Arceus, which is like a good and bad. It's hard to say. Is he good for that? Something like that. Mewtwo didn't have much percent on him, but he was below the Arceus, and that is destruction. And because of that, Pit is now up. Pretty solid lead here. 86% on him. I mean, not super solid, but he could last for a bit here with only 86. Or Mewtwo could hit him once and he could be done. The Staryu must have been for Mewtwo. Misses Pit there. Spupa as well for Mewtwo. Pit racking up some damage. Wait, into the Spupa. 105 on him. Into the Spupa again. Mewtwo not able to take advantage. Abra teleports Pit to safety. Pokeball down again. Mewtwo able to grab it if he wants it. Nope, but Pit comes in strong. Comes in hot with his side B and a Maletta here for him. Could actually finish things if he could. No, there it is. Actually, they both just got knocked out, but it doesn't matter. Pit had the extra life. And that will do it. Pit just came on real strong there. 4-8, 4-7, that is. Still very much in this 4-7, I would say. He's in it. If you're 3-8, you're probably out. 4-7, you're in. Still. 7-7 to items. And when you're beating a 6-4, definitely not bad. 6-4 from the Team Baddies division. Now moves to the 6-5, that Mewtwo there. So also down with where Ganondorf is on his bye today. and we'll see where Wolf and Wario end up in their two matches. Wario will be after this coming one here. Toon Link. Yay! Bottom of the barrel there with with Meta Knight now. Both of them 1 and 10. The very worst, tied for the very worst. Meta Knight was by himself for a while against Yoshi, 7 and 4, who beat him the last time. Go figure. We could use Dark Link. We could also use the purple, I guess. We're gonna go. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go purple with both of them. Who knows if they're blue division or red division? Who knows? Yeah, 1 and 10, 7 and 4. Toon Link's out of it. He can play Dream Crusher if he wants, and in a lot of matches, probably almost all of them in his division. Diddy and Sheik being the only ones out of it. Pretty much any other match he plays, he can try to destroy dreams and say, let's see if he can do it against Yoshi here. This time around, again, going even with anybody or going 2 games up on anyone doesn't matter for him either. All it is can I knock you out of where you are? Can I knock you out of playoff contention, perhaps? If I can, then haha, I did something, I guess. It's all you got. It's all you got. Pretty close right now. It's not that Toon Link gets owned by everybody. He just doesn't win. Gets a lot of bad luck. That tends to happen. If you're not grabbing Pokeballs, it's actually a really bad start already. Like the one that's sitting behind him there. He finally does grab it. It's a Dedede. Because again, those Poke Buddies are going to help you win like that. You can also add your own attacks in there, Toon Link. Or grab the other Pokeballs while Dedede's doing all the work for you. Bomb Snow also for the Toon Link. Catching Yoshi a few times. The Togedemaru for Yoshi also gonna try to even things here as Yoshi gets knocked out. Link almost avoids the entire Togedemaru's second attack, but hits the very end of it and might, lose that stock because of it. Oh my, he just makes it back onto the map. Barely. Yoshi almost able to tie it up there. 2 Pokeballs for him, perhaps. The Scissors, 1. Good one to start, and a second if he grabs it. The Scissor will finally take Toon Link out for the first time. Yoshi does have 1 ball in his hand. He opens that. It's a Marshadow, and I think he just whipped the other one off the screen. So just the Marshadow for now. No. Toon Link does have it. No, then Yoshi snagged it from him. It's a Goldeen. All that work for the Goldeen. But the Marshadow is always scary too. That's a very good Pokemon to grab. Definitely makes you just hop around and off the map because you can't stand anywhere for more than like a second. Got Oshawott for Toon Link. Doing much, but he's right there with Yoshi. It's anyone's match. All tied up 2 stocks. Just throwing bombs and egg bombs back and forth. Eevee for Toon Link. Another Pokeball at the side of the left side of the map, and 2 of them now. Yoshi almost taken out the second time, but not quite. He comes back with a vengeance. Link hangs on with the... Oh. Staryu comes in there. The hook shot, I actually forgot the name of that. I haven't played Zelda in so long. Right. The Ditto for Yoshi? Yes. Because they're both still on the map somehow after this fight. This is insane. They're going at it, and Toon Link is going to struggle here, I think, with the double Yoshi. That is not fun. 181%. Somehow he is still on the map. He just blew himself up with a bomb. Somehow missed the hook shot there, but did get back on for a moment before Beware smacked him in the face. Got Yoshi at 101. He could tie this up. He has to avoid the bear. The werebear. He doesn't really, so he took another 70% damage on this second stock here, and he just tied it up stock-wise with Yoshi. Has a very slight chance for the for the upset. So Toon Link can blow himself up to like, I mean, I guess that would like reset your, would that reset your up B if you blow yourself up with your bomb? I think Snake can do that too, right? And that'll do it. Wait, will it? No. Something. The Kyurem. Wait, did the Kyurem just save Toon Link twice in a row from being knocked out from Lugia? That was pretty insane. So he still has a chance, but really, the Meowth is taking it to him now himself. 195 to 227. That is 201 to 27, and that'll do it finally. Wow. So I'm pretty sure he would have been knocked out both those times. He had plenty of percent on him. Yoshi finally does take him out. That was a scary one for sure for Yoshi. Toon Link, again, his one win is against Peach. So he could potentially take anybody out. Who knows? 6 to 19 in items, though, for Yoshi. It's hard to win when that is the case. Yoshi moves to a nice 8 and 4 spot there. Toon Link 1 and 11. Yeah, that's bad. See, he's a game ahead now of Meta Knight until he goes Toon Link, until he goes on his bye, because Meta Knight had both of his now, Dedede being his second. So, 6th match, we have Marth, our 3rd interdivisional already here out of 4. Marth versus Wario. Get your daily helping of Warios here. And Marth has this one, and Wario has so always so hard to choose. Let's just do this. Nah, I think we'll say this is the This will be the tertiary. Yeah. Make the decision right now. Let's do it. Marth 3 and 7, Wario 5 and 5 wants to stay up there. If he gets to 6 and 5, then he is there with the Mewtwo and the Ganondorf, and maybe even the Wolf. See how he does against Lucario toward the end here today. That'll be a good one. Almost as good, well, much better than this one, but this one's kind of almost as good. 3 and 7 Marth, again, he still has a shot in this one if he can move to 4 and 7. Wario, obviously, like I just said, needs this win to stay within the pack of everybody, basically, in Team Baddies. Could say the same for Marth, honestly. Going to 4 and 7, he will move up there with Olimar's at actually 5 and 7, 5 and 6 now. But he would move up there with Pit and Pikachu, and be kind of back where they were in the beginning of things. All 3 tied at the bottom there together. Doesn't quite give him a chance, but if he can, if he can just rack up a bunch more wins here and only maybe 2 more losses, he will still have a chance at playoffs. Wario's sitting pretty right now, 5 and 5, having his buys already. Yeah, in fact, he and Wolf were like the furthest behind there for a moment because they had both of their buys. I guess everyone kind of, yeah, they had both of them first or something. Yeah, they're behind 1 match. They only had 9 played when everyone else was at 10 or 11. But everything evening out now. Really long first lives here. 130. Wario just couldn't make it back to the map, but he would have continued going there. So Marth does take a slight lead for about 3 seconds. Now it's tied up again. And Oshawott for Wario misses Marth. Riding the motorcycle slightly. Wario healing up as he chews on Marth a little bit. Togepi for Marth, and Fennekin for Wario. Catches Marth in that Ember. And Electrode, Wario. Wario knocks Marth out by himself, though. Doesn't matter. Nice hit, though. Wario, a big lead now, and almost an entire stock, pretty much an entire stock on Marth. Not good. Don't go into the Snorlax there, Wario. He does. Takes some damage for it. Gives Marth a slight chance here now. Chestpin, though, for Wario. Getting all the Pokeballs. Marth blocking that stuff until he goes into the chestnuts. Going for that Pokeball. And Entei, uh-oh, for Wario. Marth's just going to avoid that. Entei very strong if you're anywhere near that when it comes out. Or if you're thrown into it, that's always bad. Alolan Raichu doesn't seem like it's able to hit there for Wario. Marth gets a Gardevoir. Not too useful against Wario. Oh, Wario almost gets the last knockout there on Marth. Not much chance left here for him, for the Fire Emblem fella. Abra now for Wario. Could be worse. But Marth at 127 now. Gets a Spupa. Not very lucky with these Pokeballs there. Wario going to the edge, seeing if he could just finish this right now. No, not quite. Doesn't need the edge to finish it with Marth at 132, I would say. Alolan Vulpix for Marth, perhaps. Then there it is. Wario gets that last hit finally. And he is able to do it. 6-5 himself. Marth, 3-8. In fact, the only 3-8 now by himself down there at the very bottom of Team Universe. Too bad for Marth. 9-13, Wario gets the items as well. And we've got Sonic now, the 2-9, also out of things. Our last match here of the lower card, you could say. And this is the lowest of the low, actually. Probably. I mean, 5 matches between them. I think it is the lowest. Samus is who he's up against here. 2 wins for Sonic, 3 wins for Samus. They're both doing horribly. They both need a win. Samus still, I guess, has like a slight chance. But yeah, Sonic's done. 2-9. He's out of it. 3-8 Samus. I would also say pretty much out of it. 3-8 Samus won the last time around between these two. Won't mean much for Sonic to even it up. Again, it will mean something for Samus to get another win here, though. So really, that's the only thing that means anything, is Samus stringing together basically whatever's left. The rest of them, everything being wins for her here. She was able to win her first 3 matches when we first began things. Those were actually the only 3 she's won. So she was already off to not doing that again because she lost to Fox last time. I don't know, maybe she can get the win against Sonic here. Maybe she can get the win against Rob, is who she beat in set 3. That was kind of a good one. Again, she hasn't been completely out of it every time or anything like that. But if you're going to have any chance, you need to win this one right here. This is the one. And she's already losing right now a bit. Close enough that anything can happen. The Kyogre, though. Is that for her? I believe it might be, yes. That will help. Sonic avoiding it well, though. Marshadow, though. Kyogre allowed her to take control for sure. And, Marshadow would have gotten that knockout probably if Samus didn't knock Sonic away from the shadow. Togedemaru misses the first shock. Samus knocks Sonic out for the first stock. Marshadow's still around, and a Beware now. Whoa, wait a second. Sonic is getting extremely unlucky now. And then he drives himself straight in to the Beware. His last shot, and then Beware dances and goes away. Now we've got a Ditto for Samus. Sonic. Is Samus about to go flawless? We got the Snivy as well. What? And Ditto Samus is just waiting to blast Sonic with that B, but no, there goes Samus. Sonic able to get one. And that's it, though. That's the end. Barely. Almost went flawless there. Samus picking up her first win since set 3. Wow. Had to happen, I guess, eventually once it came back around to fighting Sonic. See how she does next time around against her Zero Suit counterpart, which we thought going into that one the first time around she would win. That was, I think, the first upset. Maybe that's set 4 that they fight. It is, in fact. That was the first loss she took. 0 to 12 in items. Sonic, you need to grab items, sir. What? You forgot something there. All right, well, that will do it for our first half, at least. So, Luigi beating Sheik, Olimar beating Snake, Fox beating Zero Suit, Pit beating Mewtwo, Yoshi beating Toon Link, Wario over Marth, and Samus there beating Sonic. Pretty good first half, I would say. The Pit, of course, upsetting Mewtwo. Really the only upset for sure. But still, great low card. Honestly, turned out pretty good. Luigi's sitting pretty. Fox is looking good now. Pit is still in it. Olimar's still in it. Yoshi's very happy at 8 and 4. Wario is looking good at 6 and 5. Samus still in it. In fact, I would say perhaps at 4 and 8. Let's go. We'll be right back for the second half. Stay tuned. There's Templar. All right, we are back. It is set number 13. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI Season 0. Second half of set 13. We got Diddy versus Mario. Made it up this high in the matches because let's try the pink one, I guess. Because Mario has 7 wins. Diddy, I guess, still like very slightly in it at 3 and 8, just like we were talking about with Samus at 3 and 8, now moving to 4 and 8 herself. Can Diddy do the same over the 7 and 4 Mario? Meh. Mario beat him the last time. It will not be easy. Diddy looks less yellow whenever he's actually moving around like that. Pretty much only notice his pinkness. Which is unfortunate that that's the closest thing we have to another red skin for him, but yeah, I guess that's kind of what we're stuck with. Raichu or Mario, as well as Vulpix over on the right side. Mario's very barely staying out of that. Spupa might be his. Yeah, it is. Catches Diddy again, but he's able to knock Mario away while that happens. Mario's got wait, that was the Pokeball. Exeggutor comes out. Mario, another one, knocks Diddy off the map there, and downward and out. 3-2 in stock, 102 on Mario. Definitely don't want to lose against Diddy. Oh, man. Diddy just beat Link, also, by the way, to put this into perspective a little bit here. Diddy needs the knockout if he has any chance of winning this one here. Electrode. Diddy avoids it. Mario again racking up the damage on Diddy here on his second stock already. Mario hasn't lost one yet. Has the Xerneas buff. Has a scissor. Diddy avoiding all of it. Almost knocks Mario out twice during the Xerneas buff. Keldeo for Diddy. May just save this. He's at 100 on his second stock. Keldeo taking Mario to 61%. And one more strike misses. Diddy's got him as 66 to 105 on Diddy. It's close. It's back to almost even. Swirlix for Diddy at the top. No jumping for Mario. Launches Diddy, that was close. Pokeball sitting under the Swirlix, that's Diddy's. Eevee. Being annoying down there, nothing else. Gets the Victini now, Diddy. And that is it. That is what happens when you continuously get the Pokeballs. Eventually, that's going to happen. And Mario, lucky that he didn't take that last hit. I think there was something there from Diddy. Mew for Diddy, I believe. Never does anything. Still nothing here. Unfortunately, my favorite Pokemon does nothing. Hard to say. Eevee's also Eevee and the Eeveelutions are also my favorite Pokemon collectively, along with Mew. Anyway, it looks about bad for Mario though. After all of that, he can get the knockout maybe. 133 on Diddy. I can't believe it. Diddy's about to pull off 2 upsets in a row though. Pokeballs help, as always. Diddy's doing a good job with though. When he wins, it's because he does a good job grabbing the Pokeballs. He should probably continue to do that. He just lost his second stock. It's really Mario can definitely bring this back. Diddy is not that safe yet. Mario has a Go-Goat and a Vulpix right now. Snags that banana. And he now has a Togedemaru. He has so many things down at the bottom of that map. And Diddy finally gets caught in something. And it is not looking good. It's almost basically, again, tied up. Togedemaru would have caught Diddy for a lot more there. Mario knocked him out. He's got another scissor. Oh no. Diddy is in a lot of trouble here. If he doesn't avoid this scissor, he does not. And that is game. Mario coming back by the skin of his teeth. Winning that one. Wow. That was close. But he did it. 8-4. 3-9 for Diddy. Not good. 16 to 21 items in favor of Mario. Great match, though. Diddy did everything he could, pretty much. Few Pokeballs more in his direction. Could have been a different story there. Lucas next here. And he is up against his pal Ness. Who will do it this time? Ness has the win in their last matchup. I think we did that one. Should be an interesting one. Definitely an important one. 6-5 Lucas, 7-4 Ness. They're both up there at the top of the division. Everyone we got left is at the top of the divisions. And now every win matters. The second half of the season here. And especially whenever you're going up against somebody that's right around you in contention there. This head-to-head matchup is going to be really important. Abra being extremely annoying. But Lucas has a Ditto, so there's now 3 PKers. Ness knocks Lucas out, takes the first stock. See if Lucas can answer. Throws a Pokeball off the map, trying to hit Ness with it. Not smart. Figured he wanted the damage more than the Pokeball, which just doesn't make any sense. Oh, nice counter thing by Lucas. Ties this up. It blocks the bat from Ness. Avoids a lot of damage there. Ness has the Staryu though. Lucas takes quite a few swifts to the face. And he's got a... someone's got a Snivy. Someone's got an Exeggutor. And Ness almost with another knockout there. 105 on Lucas. Ness trying to figure out how to get around the Executor here. They just are not good at it. You gotta use, they gotta PK Thunder just to get over the thing. They just wait for it to go away. And while that's all happening, Lucas grabs the Mimikyu, who then grabs Ness, who then takes him to 71%, not quite enough to knock him out there. Almost, but Lucas able to do it by himself. 115 on his second. Is that a slight advantage here? Slight advantage. See if he can... Oh, almost into the Entei. See if he can put any damage onto Ness's last stock while he has this one left. Really, anyone's match in something like this, right? I would say. Probably really close last time. Lucas, that was definitely the very edge of the range of the PK Thunder there. Well, that was weird. Didn't grab the edge there. Takes it back up. Beware. Beware. Lucas knocked out by the Beware. Who then goes away. Pretty much tied up now. 37 on Ness. 12 on Lucas already. Gets the Spupa while they're fighting right there. That could have been dangerous for Ness. Especially if he was caught inside the PK Fire on top of the Spupa. Ooh, that would have been bad. But he wasn't. A Bomb of Snow for Lucas. PK Thundering Ness. Oh, that's how you do it right there. Right back into his face while he's trying to get up, but he's able to do it quite after the second time. That was hilarious. And, oh, Lucas. I'm not sure what he was attempting to do there. Ness! What? Wow, Lucas just went the distance again to get back onto the map, and Ness trying to finish with the PK Fire and home run combo. Not gonna do it though. And ditto for Lucas. Ness gets a Kyogre. Wait, who is gonna... It's gonna be the Kyogre taking it for Ness, I believe, here. Yeah, Lucas is just... Lucas is way out there. That's too bad. Ness, though, what a victory. 2 over his buddy Lucas now. 2 good ones. 2 good matches. Lucas, nothing to be ashamed of there, I would say. And we've got 9 to 8 in items. Actually, Lucas's favor by 1. So close. Such a great match. Ness 8-4, great place to be. Lucas 6-6, not so great place to be. But he still put on such a strong performance. But he's right on the bubble of the playoffs right now, so he cannot afford to keep losing. Even though he puts on good performances every time, he needs to actually win. Pretty much from this point onward, I would say at 6-6, you can't lose really anymore. You need to win them all. You can only afford like 2 more, maybe 3. So. That being said, we've got Zelda at 5-5, another 500 here. Coming off her bye, her second. And she is up against Peach. And I don't know if we ever did we do a tertiary for Zelda? We must have, probably that. We could probably do the purple, that purple, or this one. That one probably would be better. And Peach had another one there. I like when they make it easy on me. All right. Again, should be a great one. This is the order of some of these are really just so we don't have any divisions playing twice in a row. Is what I was trying to keep us not doing. So Zelda 5-5, Peach 8-3, beat her the first time around. The 2 princesses. Peach is at the very top along with Kirby, who still has to go. Of course, he's in the last match today. So if she wins here, though, he's looking good. And Kirby up against Link, lost to him the first time around. So they could both be moving to 8-4, Kirby and Link both. And so if Peach can go 9-3 here, she might be at the top by herself again. Just like she was, I believe, after set 2. Maybe. Knocked out, though, there by the Giratina. Zelda on top. Did her best to avoid it. Couldn't do it. If you're a little confused, what you see, Zelda is in the pink, Peach is in the white. Gets a little confusing when they're both wearing very similar dresses and not their normal ones. Although when you see Zelda raining down Din's fire on Peach's face, it's clear who is who. Oh, Zelda can't make it back up with the teleport, though. Wow, can't go that far off the map. Not a good idea. Unable to get back up, and yeah, pretty much tied now again. As so happens with many of these high card matchups here nowadays. Now that things are starting to, just as we thought would happen around this midway point, things are starting to sort of work themselves out, flesh themselves out. Of course, the Pokemon like Keldeo always playing a big part in determining things here. And Zelda that's it for Zelda. The second to last, perhaps, Keldeo strike taking her second stock. And now Peach with a pretty decent lead, 62% on her second stock. Could rack up a ton of damage here with the Alolan Vulpix as well as the Snorlax. Zelda runs immediately to the other side of the map. 81 on Peach, though. Needs to start doing more Dedede, catching Zelda. Not good. 49% on her. Looks like Peach is going to be able to probably take this one with the Victini coming out now, too. Oh, no. It is over for Zelda. As long as Peach attacks and doesn't, she's just going to grab all the fruit first. Take the safe route, I guess. She could have just went for the knockout and won, I think. But whatever. Let her do what she wants to do, I guess. Ball falls next to Zelda. Of course, Zelda can now still come back because she didn't get knocked out, obviously. Kind of should probably take the win before something like this might happen. Don't think this will knock her out, of course. Zelda is going to do everything she can. 70%. Got another Pokeball, too, here. Vulpix. Not going to be as useful as the Mimikyu. Does catch Peach in the Ember. Eevee as well. On that, on the same platform now. Falls down to the bottom. Another Ember, though. And Moltres doesn't quite do it. Zelda takes Peach out, though, here. Hold on a second. 105 is a lot. But Zelda is still in this. Snivy action from Peach. Doesn't take Zelda out, but Zelda's in a lot of trouble here. Can't take any hits. Deoxys. Oh, no. She's trapped on the right side of the map. Nowhere to go. Peach knocks her into the Deoxys. And that is the game, folks. Peach takes it again. 9-3. One of the best records, other than Bowser and Ike at 10-1 right now. Actually, the best record. We'll see what Captain Falcon does at 9-2. Yeah, there you have it. 338. Zelda again. Not bad. Definitely not a bad showing. I think just like last time, 6-18 in items. Huge advantage for Peach there. I don't need to repeat myself on that anymore, I suppose. Rob versus Game & Watch is going to be the next one, another huge one, which even could have been further down in the card here because it's so good. 7-4 versus 7-4 versus the 6-4 Game & Watch because he had his bye. Yes, it'll be good. It'll be good. What's less? Those are like the same amount of green and blue, I would say, both. Just whether you want to be darker or lighter, I guess. All right. I feel like that's the first time we used one of these for him.
3, 2, 1, go!
But yeah, this should also be good. I feel like it was close the first time around. Rob winning the first time around. Game & Watch he struggled in the beginning. I think he was like 0-4 or something before going on in. And actually, wait, yeah, he was 0-4, I think, before winning the last 6 matches. And again, yeah, he had his bye, so he's coming back for his first match here of the new half. Determining a lot of things at the top of the division. He's actually 4th because of that bye. He's 4th right now. Just behind, half a game behind Rob and Ness. Ness, of course, at 8-4 now. 9-2 for Captain Falcon. He could go to 9-3. Who knows? Going up against Falco today still. And Rob does get the first knockout pretty easily. 58% only on his first stock. Ooh, big laser again connects to Game & Watch. That is not good. Finnegan for Game & Watch. And the Alolan Bullpix. But still 106 to 63. Rob's still doing a lot of damage here. A lot done on this with this first stock of his. Inkay not going to help him too much. Oh, big up A though. I won't do it either. I think that was his up A. Laser, Lugia. Lugia on the right side of the map, probably not going to do a whole lot here. Dedede though, wait a second. Oh, the counter doesn't actually get Rob though. I think that's the counter. Again, 2, right? The 1 and the 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. I don't think he's scratching, but Togedemaru not doing a whole lot down there yet. Wait. Rob caught in it. Nope. 164 to 115. Game & Watch just lost his second stock. Oh no. Rob at 176. Still yet to lose his first. And a Scissor comes out for him. 30 already on Game & Watch. 38 on Game & Watch. And Scissor is coming for him. Game & Watch firing the laser, missing. That is Rob firing the laser and missing. Scissor gone now. Game & Watch at 62% already on his final stock. Gets the Abomasnow. Gets a little hammer. Rob trying to work his way out of the Abomasnow area, but just ends up back in it. 218 finally goes sailing away into the distance, and not much Game & Watch can do at this point. 72 on his last game. Rob just went to his second stop. Has a chance. Who knows? Who knows? But who knows about Game & Watch now? Never too sure what to think about him here. This is not a good loss to pick up so badly here. I mean, it was not very close for Game & Watch. Who loses there? 8-4 Rob. 6-5 Game & Watch. Still above 500, of course, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how he fares the rest of the season here. If he can remain just above 500, he should be fine for playoffs. 9 to 10 in items. He actually had that slight advantage, but it didn't help him enough. We have 3 matches left. And you know that means they're 3 doozies. Wolf. This one actually moved further down in the card. Probably just I moved it down because it was the last interdivisional to play, you know. Switch things around a little bit. And we've got Wolf and Lucario, the 2 Wolf things. Should be super exciting. Both doing pretty well in their divisions overall. All things considered. Lucario, of course, has like nothing. Oh yeah, that's right, wait. What am I thinking? You're not blue, you're green. This one was the one. And you are yellow, but there are no yellows. So we went with this one. The blue is basically the same blue he always is, and then his fur is yellow, so it kind of is something, right? 6-4 Wolf, 5-5 Lucario. Extremely important match for both. This will keep Wolf. Actually, this would put Wolf above Mewtwo because of Mewtwo's loss. He could be sitting solely in 3rd place. Actually, I take that back too. He would be sitting tied with Dedede in 2nd, although Dedede would beat him, win over him head-to-head currently. Lucario, yeah, he would be 6-5 if he won, and he would also be sitting by himself there at 6-5 in 3rd place. Not also, but actually be by himself in 3rd place. Wow, they both one can't make it back, the other one gets knocked off by Solgaleo. That would be Lucario that got knocked off. Wolf that couldn't make it back up. And it was tied up until Lucario took a few more smacks there. Yeah, so right now these two are basically in the same position in their divisions. Both probably very close playoff-wise where they're going to end up. So again, also it's going to be massive for these interdivisional games because they will be taken into consideration for any tiebreakers. And there's only one matchup that they play, so there's no retying that matchup between these two guys, for example. Whoever wins this, and it's done. So that would be a huge advantage if you end up around the same record, as the Beware for Wolf takes out Lucario, and now he's dealing with a Kyogre. Lucario, oh no. He is able to make it back up. Kyogre, I don't think Kyogre does any damage, right? He will, I think he can launch you if you have enough done to you, but other than that, he'll just, like, keep hitting you until you get knocked off the map. So you could lose, even if you're not good enough, you can lose it. 0% get knocked off. Lucario still taking tons of damage here. It's not looking good for him. Wolf, a really great lead right now with Togepi as well. Lucario trying to come back here. Takes that weird, is that like Sunny Day or something that Togepi uses that puts the flower on the head and does like poison damage? Anyway, that's what happened to Lucario, and that's game. Wolf just knocks him onto the underside of the map and downward, and that's it. That's it. That was fast. Not as fast as we've had. 233 is very fast for sure. Definitely below average. But it was a decent match. It was okay. 13-0 in items, though. That is why that happened. Lucario didn't want to use his Pokemon brethren to help him. That is his own fault. Wolf moves to 7-4. That is a nice spot to be, tied for second with King Dedede. Lucario, however, down to 5-6. He's down there with like the whole bottom half of the pack in Team Universe now. We have 2 matches now left, and that is one more match for each of our divisions. We got Falco, and we got Captain Falcon. Falco probably feeling this time around like he could actually take out Captain Falcon. They may have had a close one the first time around. Who knows? Falcon beat him first time. Captain beat him first time around. But now, Captain Falcon has lost 2 matches in the meantime. Going 9-2. Falco 6-5. Still in a great spot, especially in this division where basically everyone is either between 7-4 and 6-6 right now, probably 8-4, and yeah, you could say 7-5 and 6-6. Honestly, is like almost the entire division here. That's pretty crazy. Other than Captain Falcon and Ness, and then at the bottom, Samus, Zero Suit, Samus, and Sonic. Ice Climbers are on the bye. They're at 6-5 right now. So we'll have Lucas, and just Lucas actually drop below Ice Climbers because of that. Because of all the changes, I guess. Game & Watch also going to 6-5 may move below Ice Climbers. But anyway, yeah. Falco is actually destroying Captain Falcon right now, probably due to some Pokeball help. We have Captain Falcon, though, getting a Ditto and a Beware, though. Uh-oh. What a way to maybe bring this one back quick here. Falco should probably get away from the Beware instead of dancing around above him. He tries at one point, I feel like he was trying to get away, but not a very good effort. Knocked out first, unfortunately, after having such a great lead on Captain Falcon there. Loses it. And almost brings it back to even. Still can't quite knock him off. Here comes Staryu. There goes Captain Falcon finally, but the Staryu is gonna... Oh, wow. 48% damage on Falco, all from that Staryu, I believe. And Captain Falcon kind of with a decent enough cushion here, coming into 2 stock each. He kind of just stayed up there on his platform while he let that happen. It was kind of funny. Fennekin for him too. Falco just steps right into it. Gets something else. It's a Goldeen. 107% already on Falco here. Not good. Not good for him. Again, in that giant pack, every win's gonna matter. Falco loses his second stock. Captain Falcon only has 15%, and Falco get away from the mole trace. Yikes, 64 already on Falco's third stock. And he falls down into the top of Coco. Only takes the very end of it until Captain Falcon comes and whaps him. 109% now already on Falco, that is. 120. 128. Captain Falcon has just annihilated him in this match. There it is. Game. Wow. Falco. That was rough to watch. There it is. 10-2, Captain Falcon. He is now the second best record. Well, third best behind Ike and Bowser, 10-1 each. And then Peach at 9-3. 246 match, just below average 2 probably. Yeah, I think average is probably about 3, maybe 310 now. I thought it was maybe 250. It's probably about 3 or 310. 3 to 8 in items, Captain Falcon's favor, as you could imagine. And we've got one more amazing matchup here. Kirby, the 8-3, versus Link, the 7-4. And we continue to have these matchups in the top of the Team Mario division as our last ones because they just keep ending up as the best ones. And also they keep ending up as matches that determine the top of the division. Every set here, we've been having a match to determine the top of Team Mario, pretty much. If Kirby wins, he'll remain at the top. If not, Peach will move up to the top by herself. If Link wins, I believe, well, he'll tie things up with Kirby because, I'm sorry, no. Link already beat Kirby once. So he will have the definitive wins over Kirby and thus definitely be ahead of Kirby at the 8-4 spot. But Kirby with a very quick knockout there with the help of Ditto and Raichu. Link in trouble already. Fennekin for him. Needs a quick knockout. Bring this thing back. Chespin now. Right side of the map for him. Away from the fight. Lol and Executor for Kirby. Now floating into it. Link goes to the other side. Attack. Doesn't attack. Kirby somehow, he must have gone like right below and then right back up. Another Pokeball there. Able to use it. It's a Beware. Link in a lot of trouble now. Already at 47% on this second stock, and the Beware hits him once. Kirby almost hits him with the hammer. Beware chasing him down along with Kirby. Only takes the one hit from Beware. That could have been a lot worse for sure. Beware is one of those incredible Pokemon as long as it can connect. I'm kind of debating whether him or Sizer is better, because Sizer may have an easier time connecting, but Beware does more damage. Kind of a toss-up, I suppose. Link at 121. Kirby at 141. Still a stock up. 3 of them. Still on the map somehow. Wow. Link is in a lot of trouble now. Blocks that big hit from the Kirby mallet. Kirby's got Mimikyu. Oh boy, that'll do it. Okay, so that's Link's second stock. Kirby's gonna add his own damage, but it doesn't matter. Over 100%, you're done inside of Mimikyu. Link gets Kirby's first. I think it's too little too late, unfortunately, for the 7-4 Link. He's going to go the whole way to 7-5. Kirby going to continue his winning ways, it looks like. Up to 9-3, along with Peach. Tied then for the fourth best record with her at 9-3. Then we have the 10-2 Captain Falcon, the 10-1s in Team Baddies and Team Universe, Bowser and Ike, respectively. As Kirby just kills himself. Okay, that is not good for him, as Link has a shot here still. And wow, he was able to make it back up with that up B there. Barely. 85 on Link, 11 on Kirby. Link has a Meowth. He had a, that might have been his Spew, but it doesn't matter, it's gone now. Meowth, though, allows him to get the Genesect. Wait a second. Wait a Genesecond. Misses the first big blast. Kirby only has 11%, so the second big blast won't be enough, but it does connect. And 56 to 95%. Oh my. Link gets a Ditto. It's a Kirby Ditto, never mind. That's probably going to be game for Link. I don't know how he's going to come back from this. This is going to be tough. He barely avoids the Snorlax. 2 Kirbys, and they just got the Scissor. It is over. Sorry, Link. You tried. You came so close after Kirby helped you out. He's still alive, but yeah. How do you... The Ditto's obviously got. Scissors gone. 73 to 150. Wait a second, Link. Grab the Pokeballs. Please grab the Pokeballs sitting next to you. Kirby wins it. There it is. With the punch. You should just grab those Pokeballs, man. So close, Link, to bringing that one back. At least he made it a match at the end, sort of. Or Kirby sort of made it a match at the end by falling off and evening things back up. 13 to 10 in items. If Link would have grabbed those last 2 Pokeballs, it would have been 13 to 12, and he may have won. Who knows? Who knows? We will never know. The world may never know. Kirby, 9-3. Link, 7-5. Wow. Let's check the standings after this day, set 13. So definitely some interesting changes, I would say. Let's just start with Team Mario here. Kirby, 9-3. Peach, 9-3. Stay where they were at, first and second. Yoshi and Mario, the only ones to move up. Link moved down there, so they have Yoshi and Mario 8-4s. Yoshi beating him. Link at 7-5 by himself in 5th place. DK is 6-5. Then we have Luigi at 6-6. Zelda at 5-6. Because of the buys that Donkey Kong and Zelda have had, now they have a little bit of a goofy thing going on, and that'll start happening here as they go into their second buys, and then things will start evening out in those big divisions as we move forward. But Team Baddies and Universe are now done with all their buys, so those records are all going to remain even. That's nice. So yeah, DK 6-5, Luigi 6-6, Zelda 5-6, and then to the bottom, Sheik and Diddy at 3-9, and Toon Link at 1-11. Sorry for all the loud trucks that are going past. Very annoying. Bowser, top of Team Baddies, 10-1. Dedede 7-4, along with Wolf now. Back having a little fight there with Mewtwo for spot number 3 in the division. He's now spot number 3. Mewtwo falling to 6-5 is 4th. Over top of the 6-5 Ganondorf and Wario, beating both of them. Ganondorf beating Wario, putting them in those positions. And then Snake 2-9, Meta Knight 1-10 at the bottom. And then in Team Nintendo, probably the most changes here. Captain Falcon 10-2 at the top still. Rob 8-4 still second. Ness 8-4 still third. Fox now by himself in 4th at 7-5. And the Ice Climbers move the whole way back up to 5th at 6-5 because they are now tied with Game & Watch at 6-5, whom they beat. And Lucas and Falco both dropped to 6-6. And so they're 7th and 8th. And then we've got Samus at 4-8, still alive in it, in 9th place, 4-8. And then finally Zero Suit Samus and Sonic, both at 2-10. Probably done. Finally, Team Universe, Ike, 10-1. Pokemon Trainer, 7-4. Then Jigglypuff at 5-6, along with Olimar at 5-6, and Lucario that dropped the whole way down to 5th place at 5-6 because of his loss to Wolf. And then we have Pikachu at 4-7, Pit at 4-7, and Marth by himself at 3-8. That is where things stand. As I figured would happen at this point, as we all figured would happen at this point, things definitely getting very interesting. Things fleshing themselves out. Kirby and Peach, Bowser and Dedede, Captain Falcon and Rob, Ike, and Pokemon Trainer currently taking the buys. We have 2 8 and 4s then left in Team Mario, and as well as Ness 8 and 4 that would be taking 3 of the spots in the of the last 16 playoff positions. Link is at 7 and 5, along with Wolf at 7 and 4, and then Fox is 7 and 5. And then we have the 6 and 5 Donkey Kong. We have the 6 and 5 Mewtwo, Ganondorf, and Wario. We have a 6 and 5 Ice Climbers and Game & Watch. And then we would move to our 6 and 6s, and we only got 4 spots left for them, which would be 6 and 6 Luigi and Lucas and Falco. So they would all get in. Right now, all the 6 and 6s would get in. So I believe then 1, 5, and 6 would be next to be the one last place to go into the playoffs. That's pretty crazy. Which looks like, wait, Zelda, Olimar, or Lucario then. Or, I'm sorry, Jigglypuff. So we have 4, 5, and 6s. Anyway, that is that. We'll look at a bigger view of that after the next set. Or after set 14, or 15 probably, that is. But set 14 coming up next. Here is what that's going to look like. We've got Peach versus Diddy. Who knows? Diddy on a run right now. We got Zelda versus Luigi. That is a pretty important one for the middle of the pack there. Sheik versus Diddy. Wait a second, something's wrong there. It's actually Peach versus Donkey Kong, which would be very interesting as well. More interesting than Peach versus Diddy. Zelda versus Luigi, which is good still. Sheik versus Diddy is the real thing. And that is probably not going to be that great. But Sheik, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a chance for one of those two to do something, because they're tied at 3 and 9 right now, so maybe it's their last glimmer of hope to win that matchup, whoever does against the other. Mario versus Kirby, amazing matchup, and Link versus Yoshi, amazing matchup. Are you kidding me? This set 14 is going to be incredible tomorrow. Toon Link is on the bye. We got Samus versus Rob. We got Game & Watch versus the Ice Climbers, which are both tied right now. It's whatever that weird record is, 6 and 5 or whatever. So that's going to be huge. Fox and Falco, huge match. Captain Falcon versus Lucas, big for Lucas, also big for Captain Falcon, obviously. Zero Suit Samus versus Sonic at the very bottom. And Ness on the bye. And since we're back, set 14, we are at full matchups here with the interdivisional play. Everyone's playing. Ganondorf versus Pikachu. Wario versus Olimar could be interesting. Mewtwo versus Lucario could also be pretty huge for both of those fighters. Again, Meta Knight versus Jigglypuff. We got Ike versus Snake. Pokemon Trainer versus Wolf. That is going to be great. Marth versus Dedede. And Pit versus Bowser. Back to 18 matches tomorrow, guys. Can't wait. Things are going swimmingly, I would say. Stay tuned. Check out the Shorts League that's happening. It's going to continue to happen. There won't be any real break between seasons there. We're just going to keep on keeping on with that. Adding new fighters, changing things up probably very slightly every season. Just updating the map, basically changing a few things about it. Anyway, that's that. I hope to also see you for Season 1 in this when we go live. Until then, I'm Randy. This is Nerds Templar. Catch you all in the next one. Peace out.